Hey, are you thinking about selling your house in 2022? You got to watch today's video. We're going to talk about 5 things your real estate agent must do in order to sell your house for the best price in the quickest amount of time. That's coming up next. Oh, you don't want to miss this one. Hey, everybody, it's Matt Allen here once again with the Allen Real Estate team. Thank you for joining me today. If you're a seller, you obviously know how important it is to get the best price and terms when you go to sell your house. Well, there's 5 things I'm going to talk about today that not a lot of agents are doing and that are extremely important. Now, I've seen things throughout my 20 years experience, everything from, quality marketing and quality real estate professionals to those that are really fly by night and are just relying on the MLS alone to sell the properties. Today we are going to dig deep so that you understand what the difference is between that fly by night agent and something of a marketing program that a quality agent is going to provide. Now, what I'm going to talk about today, we do with all of our customers. We make sure we provide them with a complete marketing program, including these 5 items. So without further delay, let's get into it. So right off the bat, the one thing we're seeing a lot of agents that are kind of throwing by the wayside are professional photography and videography, specifically narrated videography. And obviously they're doing it because they can. They're being able to put the house on the market on the MLS and they're getting an offer or two on the property. But a good quality agent is going to spend that extra time and money to get a full set of professional photos as well as that professional video. That is key, and that's something every quality real estate agent, I'm going to keep saying that, every quality real estate agent should be doing as part of their marketing plan. Now, a lot of people will argue with me that print advertising is no longer effective. I disagree. In fact, because so many people have gone the route of not doing print advertising. When I mean print advertising, I'm talking postcards, personalized letters, things like that that come in the US post office in your mailbox, basically. What's happened is if something does come in, people are looking at it because they haven't been getting it recently. So it's actually really effective, especially in the real estate market, to have that just listed, under contract, just sold postcards going out to the neighborhood and surrounding neighborhoods. And that's something we are doing across the board. If we put a house on the market or under contract or we close on it, we are sending those postcards out to those neighborhoods. So that's number 2 on my list. So are you sticking with me so far? Obviously, this video is going deeper than those traditional real estate videos that tell you that they're going to put the house on the MLS and then they're going to have one open house and things like that. That just about every agent does. This is going deeper. These are things that most agents don't do, but absolutely are necessary. And number 3 on my list goes above and beyond what 90%, 95% of most agents doing. And that's calling the neighborhood. That's picking up the phone, making phone calls to all of your neighbors to let them know, hey, we have a house coming on the market in your neighborhood. Do you happen to know anybody that wants to move? A neighbor, a friend, a relative? Does somebody want to move into this awesome neighborhood that you have? And a lot of agents don't do that. We spend a lot of time letting the entire neighborhood and as many people in the surrounding neighborhoods know that your house is going on the market. Get ready, find somebody to buy it, and really drive up that urgency to get to the house, to see the house, or schedule an appointment to take a look at it. That's number 3 on my list. So number 4 on my list is going to sound a little bit vanilla, A lot of agents are going to say, "Oh yeah, we do that. We cover the social media aspect." What I'm talking about isn't posting to your Facebook page that, hey, this house is for sale, or popping a picture on Instagram and saying, hey, just listed, come by and see me, and it gets put out to 300 people, or the 400 people that are friends with them on Facebook. No, what I'm talking about is basically social media on steroids. We're going to do paid advertising. So we're going to run a video on YouTube, and we're going to get 5,000, 10,000 views on YouTube, trying to get exposure to your house. Now, all of this has to do with exposure, and I probably should have said that up front. Exposure is the number one thing that's going to sell your house. In order to do that, we take such steps to make sure it is exposed to the most amount of people. See, a lot of agents really depend on Zillow and Realtor.com. So when they put the listing in the MLS, it pushes it out to those sites, and they're really hoping somebody who is going to come across it is going to reach out to another agent that's paying for those leads, and then contact the listing agent to show it. We take it a step further. We spend a lot of money on an advertising budget for your home to make sure it's going direct to those people that are looking, and we target, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. We target those people. So we're looking for locals that maybe, or international, or whoever it may be, that are definitely looking to buy a property. So keep that in mind. Social advertising, social media advertising on steroids. All right. So the last one on my list is actually a question you can ask during the interview process. Have I mentioned you really need to have a interview process? Send me a message down below, and I'll tell you what questions you want to ask during that interview process. But that's absolutely key. You want to pick 2 to 3 agents that you feel pretty confident with and interview those. And you want to ask the same questions to each one. But one of those questions could be, how big is your database? And I guarantee you're going to get answers somewhere between maybe 100 to 200. You may get somebody who says we have about 1,000 to 3,000. And then some people are just going to make up a huge, ridiculously large number. You really want to go with kind of that middle of the road, 1,000 to about 3,000. And that includes past clients, that includes current clients, relatives, sphere of influence. And they all should be using what's called a CRM, a customer relations management program. A CRM is something most savvy, quality real estate agents are using to basically communicate with that database on a regular basis. So, and before I forget, the reason you want to ask about their database, because you want to know how many people that are their own customers are they sending your listing to, and how are they sending it to them? Are they calling them and letting them know they've got a new listing on the market? Are they sending out a newsletter on a weekly basis or every 2 weeks saying, hey, these are our new listings. If you're interested, now's the time you can buy direct from me. Are they emailing everybody on their database? So there's lots of avenues that you can take, but they should have a big enough database where they're sending all this information direct. Best case scenario, they're doing all 3 of those I just mentioned. They're calling, they're emailing, they're sending in a newsletter, they're texting. All that stuff can be done to a database, and that's something obviously we do to our database as well. Guys, I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions, or this is just the start of what a listing agent should do. But these are some things that most real estate agents are not doing, and they really should. So have any questions, drop them down below. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Hold up. Before I let you go, I wanted to let you know I'm going to put a link down in the description below, and it's a link to a PDF document that you can download free, and it talks about 100 mistakes home sellers make. Really good information is going to help you out selling your home. Thanks.